Your dog just put their paw on you. You probably smiled, maybe laughed a little, and moved on with your day. It felt sweet. Ordinary. Maybe even a little inconvenient if you were busy. But here's what nobody tells you. 98% of dog owners have absolutely no idea what just happened in that moment. Because that one gesture, lasting less than 3 seconds, contains a message that took 40,000 years of evolution to develop. A message so precise, so layered, so emotionally complex that most humans walk right past it every single day. And after this video, you will never ignore it again. Picture this. You're sitting on the couch after a long day. Your dog walks over slowly, looks up at you with those deep, steady eyes, and gently, deliberately, places their paw on your knee. Just rests it there. Doesn't bark. Doesn't jump. Doesn't ask for anything obvious. Just places their paw on you and waits. It seems simple. Routine, even. Maybe you've seen it 100 times and never thought twice about it. But this is not a random movement. This is not muscle memory or boredom or coincidence. This is a social signal, one of the most sophisticated forms of nonverbal communication in the entire animal kingdom. The position of the paw, the amount of pressure applied, the presence or absence of eye contact, the stillness of their body. Every single detail carries a specific, intentional meaning. And today, we're going to decode all of it. Most owners, when they feel that paw land on their leg, think one of two things. Either, he wants food, and they glance toward the kitchen. Or, she just wants attention, and they give a quick pat before going back to their phone. Both interpretations are wrong. Completely, fundamentally wrong. And here's how you know. If your dog wanted food, they would go to the kitchen. They would stand near their bowl. They would follow you to the refrigerator. If your dog wanted to play, they would bring a toy, drop it at your feet, nudge it toward you with their nose. Dogs are extraordinarily specific communicators. They don't waste signals. So when your dog bypasses the food bowl, bypasses the toy box, walks across the entire room, and puts their paw directly on your body, they are not asking for something from you. They are giving something to you. This is not a request. This is a statement. And that distinction changes everything. This isn't just a habit. This is biology. To understand what's really happening when your dog reaches for you, we have to go back, way back, to before dogs were dogs. To the wolf packs of the Pleistocene era, where survival depended entirely on the strength of social bonds within the group. In those packs, physical contact between members carried one meaning above all others: you are safe. I am with you. The threat is not here. Touch was not casual. Touch was sacred. It was reserved for the members of the pack you trusted most completely, the ones you would fight for, rest beside, share food with. That ancient code didn't disappear when wolves became dogs. It was preserved, refined, and passed down through 40,000 years of coevolution with humans. And it lives, right now, in the nervous system of your dog. When your dog touches you with their paw, their brain doesn't just register a physical sensation. It triggers a cascade of neurochemical events. First comes oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical that floods a mother's brain the moment she holds her newborn child for the first time. Oxytocin reduces anxiety, lowers heart rate, creates a profound sense of safety and connection. Your dog feels it. And studies show you feel it too, whether you realize it or not. But here's what makes this gesture even more extraordinary, and this is the part that most people never hear about. A dog's paw is not just a limb. It is a chemical broadcasting system. Embedded in the pads of your dog's paws are apocrine sweat glands, specialized glands that produce a unique, highly individual scent signature. This scent is as specific to your dog as a fingerprint is to a human. When your dog places their paw on you, they are not simply touching you. They are transferring their personal chemical identity onto your skin. They are marking you, not as territory, not as possession, but as family. They are deliberately mixing their scent with yours, creating what animal behaviorists call a group safety aroma. This blended chemical signal communicates something profound to every other animal in the environment. This human is part of my world, and I am part of theirs. Every time your dog does this, they are reinforcing that invisible chemical bond, rebuilding the scent bridge between you, refreshing the signal that says, "We belong together." And if your dog holds eye contact with you while their paw rests on your knee, that is when something even deeper happens. Mutual eye contact between a dog and their trusted human triggers a release of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, the same neurotransmitter that fires when a predator successfully completes a hunt, when a goal is reached, when something deeply sought is finally found. You, in that moment, are not just their owner. You are their greatest reward. Their mission accomplished. Their reason the hunt was worth it. A landmark study from the University of Helsinki, published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science, confirmed what dog owners have felt for centuries but could never quite explain. Dogs form attachment bonds with their primary caregivers that are nearly identical in structure and depth to the bonds described in John Bowlby's infant attachment theory. Just as a toddler in an unfamiliar room will periodically return to their mother, touching her hand, making eye contact, checking in, before venturing out to explore again, your dog does precisely the same thing. You are their secure base, the fixed point from which they measure the safety of the entire world. When they reach for you, they are not being needy. They are being exactly what evolution designed them to be, a being deeply wired for connection, checking in with the most important relationship in their life. Additional research from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna reinforced this finding, demonstrating that dogs preferentially use tactile contact, physical touch, as their primary mechanism for emotional co-regulation. In moments of uncertainty, stress, or overstimulation, the single most effective thing a dog's nervous system knows how to do is reach for the being they trust most. Your hand doesn't just feel comforting to them. Your hand has become, through hundreds of repeated moments of calm and safety, a neurological signal, a biological shortcut to peace. The moment they feel your skin, their cortisol drops. Their breathing slows. Their amygdala, the brain's ancient alarm system, quiets. You have been literally written into their biology as a place where it is safe to rest. So what do you actually do in that moment, when your dog puts their paw on you? Here is a 3-step daily ritual, grounded in animal behavior science, that will deepen your bond more than any treat, any toy, any training session ever could. Step 1. The 3-second rule. When you feel that paw land, resist every instinct to immediately react. Don't speak yet. Don't reach out. Don't pull away. Simply pause and breathe for 3 full, slow seconds. Why? Because in dog communication, stillness is not indifference. Stillness is acknowledgement. It says, "I felt your message. I'm not dismissing it. I'm not rushing past it. I'm here." Those 3 seconds of calm presence communicate more to your dog's nervous system than 10 minutes of enthusiastic petting. Step 2. The handshake response. After those 3 seconds, slowly, without sudden movement, turn your hand palm side up and gently place it over their paw. Don't squeeze. Don't shake. Don't grab. Just cover their paw softly with your open hand, the way you might hold something fragile and precious. In the language of canine body communication, this gesture is the equivalent of a handshake between two beings of equal standing. It says, "I received your signal. I return it. We are even. We are good." Many dogs, when you do this for the first time with full intention, will visibly relax, ears softening, eyes half closing, body settling. That is not coincidence. That is their nervous system recognizing that the message was received. Step 3. The voice anchor. Once your hand is resting on their paw, say their name, just once. Quietly. Slowly. Like you're telling them a secret only they need to hear. Not a command. Not an excited greeting. Just their name, spoken like a whisper in a cathedral. When you pair that specific tone of voice with that specific physical contact, repeatedly, over days and weeks, you create what neuroscientists call a conditioned neural anchor. A moment so consistently associated with safety and connection that simply hearing their name spoken that way, even across a room, even in a moment of fear, will trigger the same cascade of calming neurochemistry. Every single time your dog reaches for you, and every single time you respond with presence instead of distraction, with stillness instead of hurry, with intention instead of habit, you are doing something extraordinary. You are rewiring their nervous system. Slowly, session by session, touch by touch, you are reshaping the neural pathways in their brain. The amygdala, that ancient hair-trigger alarm center, learns to go quiet in your presence. The prefrontal cortex, the seat of trust and complex social understanding, builds new associations. When I reach for this human, the world does not stay dangerous. The world becomes safe. And over time, over months of these small, intentional moments, something permanent forms. Not just a habit, not just a trained behavior. A deep, biological truth recorded in the architecture of their brain. This human is my home. That paw on your knee isn't a cute habit. It isn't your dog being clingy or needy or spoiled. It is a declaration written in the oldest language on earth, the language of touch, of scent, of presence. It is your dog choosing you. Out of every person they have ever met, every place they have ever been, every moment they have ever lived, choosing you again and again as their safe place in the world. Don't miss it next time. Paw prints. If your dog does this, drop a paw prints in the comments right now. And if you want to know what your dog is really doing while you sleep, watch this next video. Because what we found will completely change how you see your dog tonight.